Representative Sweeney is recognized to speak.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, just moments ago, we passed an amendment to this CACR that would ban an income tax from ever being considered in the state of New Hampshire. And we just heard that there are those among us who want a progressive income tax in our state. While we have just voted to slam the door shut on taxing people's wages and incomes and earnings in the state of New Hampshire, there are those among us who want to open the door wide open so that they can go into your wallet and take your earnings, your income, your wages. This is not for New Hampshire. This is for someone else. The Constitution as a document does not enable the government to do things. The Constitution is a restraint on the government, a restraint on the legislative branch, the executive branch, and the judicial branch, giving the power to the people of New Hampshire. Our amendment that we've already adopted under CACR 12 would place a further restraint on the state government to never allow an income tax in the future. This amendment, brought forward by Democrat members of this House, would open the door and enable the government to tax your income. And they're gonna say, you know, it's gonna be progressive, guys. We're gonna start it off that only the top 1% has to pay this tax. Every single state, Mr. Speaker, that has imposed an income tax for temporary purposes or only at the top 1% eventually slides that scale down, and every single working member of society is then forced to pay their income tax to continue to fund the bureaucracy and the out-of-control zealots that then dominate the government and swamp culture that it creates. We can keep New Hampshire on the right path today. We can protect our New Hampshire advantage and make sure that the New Hampshire that has thrived over the last 200 years can thrive for another 200 more. But we cannot do that if we adopt this radical amendment to our Constitution. So on this amendment, I urge the body to vote no. And then when we get to the final ought to pass as amended on CACR 12, we should in unison on a bipartisan basis vote yes. But on this amendment, please preserve the New Hampshire advantage and vote no. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.